So you're prepping your house for sale, and you want to ensure that every nook and cranny is primed for profit. Listen, transforming that for sale sign into a sold sign starts right here. Hi, I'm Lydia Rowe, a realtor here in Tip City, bringing you all the must-knows for living and selling in the Miami Valley of Ohio. Today, I'm going to give you 5 tips to prepping your house for sale. Now, are all of these things necessary? That depends on the market and your goals. They might seem like overkill, but the tips in this video are really going after top dollar and how to make your house stand out among the competition. Also, stay tuned with me till the end to get your hands on a free seller's guide and a bonus tip that all sellers are craving. Did you know that buyer psychology is a real thing and can play a major role? It's not just big companies like Apple that can use price strategy. You don't want to miss it, so stay tuned. Now let's begin with tip number 1, curb appeal that captivates. This is the first crucial step in prepping your house for sale, mastering the art of curb appeal. When a potential buyer pulls up, what they see first can make or break their interest. So let's craft a show-stopping first look that says, welcome to your new home. Imagine a buyer's approach to your home. You'll notice everything. So we start with the basic, the lawn. It's not just grass, it's a lush green welcome mat. Regular mowing, edging, and timely fertilization are key, but if you have stubborn bald spots, a quick patch up with fresh sod or seeding can work wonders. Your flower beds and shrubs, they're the jewel of your lawn crown. Trim, mulch, and plant some seasonal color. A little landscaping goes a long way, and it's usually a solid investment in that first impression. But let's not stop there. Your driveway and walkways lead the eyes and the feet to your doorstep. Power wash every inch of concrete to remove years of dirt and grime. If you've got cracks or stains, now's the time to repair and touch up. And lighting. Ensure all outdoor fixtures are clean and bright. Consider adding landscape lighting for a touch of elegance that ups the ambiance after dusk. Next, your front door, the gateway to the dream inside. Does it pop or does it flop? A fresh coat of paint in a bold hue can transform it from tired to trendy. Upgrade your house numbers and mailbox for a modern, cohesive look. The devil is in the details, and a new doormat, potted plants, and a wreath can tie it all together. Finally, let's talk about the porch. It's not just an entryway, it's a stage for your home's character. A couple of chairs with a small table invite the imagination to sit down and relax. Keep the style consistent and inviting, and make sure everything is in top-notch repair. No peeling paint, creaky steps, or cobwebs are allowed. And there you have it, the perfect recipe for curb appeal that sells. Remember, this is more than just a sale, it's an experience. Create a story that begins with love at first sight and leads to a lifetime of memories. Tip number 2, minimalism sells. Tip number 2 in our home sale prep is all about the art of less is more. You've nailed the curb appeal. Now let's ensure the inside of your home is just as captivating with strategic minimalism. This isn't about stripping away your home's soul. It's about highlighting its heart. Begin with the living spaces, where buyers will spend most of their time dreaming of family gatherings and cozy nights in. Remove excess furniture that interrupts the flow. Think of it as choreographing a dance for potential buyers. They should move through this space with ease, each step further convincing them this is their ideal home. Keep only essential pieces, but ensure they're arranged to invite conversation and community. A single striking piece of art can anchor a room, and a few carefully chosen accessories, think vases, lamps, or a stack of books, can suggest a lifestyle without dictating it. In the kitchen, your mantra is clear counters, clear minds. Buyers want to envision their own culinary adventures. Remove the daily clutter, yes, even the beloved toaster, and let the countertops breathe. If you have gadgets you use daily, find a home for them in the cabinets. Organize the inside of these spaces too. When a buyer peeks inside, and they will, they should see order and space, not a jigsaw puzzle of pots and paint. Closets are treasure troves of space in a buyer's eyes, so showcase every inch. Aim for a boutique closet feel. Based hangers, neatly stacked linens, and shoes lined up in gentle art. This is psychological. It tells a story of abundant storage and a well-maintained life. Remember, if it feels cramped to you, it'll feel cramped to them. Now let's talk about personal items. Family photos, heirlooms, and your children's art on the fridge are what make a house your home. But now we're selling a vision. Store these precious personal items and let the buyer paint the picture of their own memories being made here. Neutral decor and art can still make a space feel homey without it feeling like it belongs to someone else. And finally, the bathrooms and bedrooms. These are sanctuaries. Clear the counters, freshen up with new towels, and perhaps a plant for a touch of green. In the bedrooms, let the space sing with simplicity. A well-made bed, a nightstand with a lamp, and nothing more than a whisper of decor to suggest rest and relaxation. By embracing minimalism, you're not just selling a house, you're selling the idea of a new life in a new space. Potential buyers need to see themselves and their belongings in the home, and that's what we're giving them with a minimalist approach that truly sells. Side note, I get subscribers all the time who wish I was in their area so I could personally help them with their sale. If that's you, please make sure to click on my referral page link in the description. I will personally research and interview some local agents in your area and hook you up with someone who will do an amazing job. And if you're an agent and you'd like to be part of my referral network, reach out and let me know why I should consider you. Moving on to tip number 3, modern makeover magic. This is the heart of transformation in our home selling journey. You've cleared the stage with minimalism. Now it's time to set the scene with fresh, contemporary updates that make your home not just seen, but remembered. Paint is your best friend in the world of home staging. It's the most cost-effective way to change a space and freshen it up for the market. But not all colors are created equal when selling your home. You want to opt for neutral palettes, soft grays, warm whites, and inviting beiges. They're the chameleons of the paint world, adapting to any buyer's vision. And remember, the finish matters. A satin finish can hide wall imperfections, and it's easier to clean, giving your home that newly updated feel. If you want specific paint colors and brands that I've seen work well, feel free to comment below or email, and I'll be happy to give you my secret. Once the painting is done, it's time for fixtures. Outdated light fixtures, faucets, and even doorknobs can age your home unnecessarily. You don't need to go high-end. There's countless of contemporary options that won't break the bank, but will break the old mold. Think of hardware as the jewelry of your home. It should complement, but not overpower. Brushed nickel, aged bronze, or matte black finishes are in vogue and appeal to the modern buyer's eye. Flooring is another key player in the modern makeover. If your carpets are worn or hardwood is scuffed, it's time to evaluate. Professional cleaning can revive carpets, and refinishing can bring hardwood floors back to life. But if replacements are in order, consider cost-effective, neutral options that appeal to a broad audience. The goal is to ensure that your floors contribute to a cohesive look throughout the home. Next, let's not forget about the power of lighting. It's essential for setting the mood. Brighten dark corners with floor lamps and task lighting under cabinets in the kitchen, and ensure every space is well lit and welcoming. Lighting should complement the room, enhancing the ambiance and features of your home. And for those final touches, small upgrades can have a big payoff. Updating window treatments to simple, elegant designs can change the perception of a room. Adding a smart thermostat or a new smoke detector adds a layer of modern convenience and safety the buyers love. Embrace these modern makeovers and watch as your home rises to the top of the must-have list for buyers. It's not just a fresh coat of paint, it's a fresh start for your home's next chapter. Tip number 4, set the stage. Tip number 4 is where we elevate your home from simply looking good to I need to live here. The subtle art of staging your space to spark instant love affairs with buyers. Staging isn't just about furniture and decor, it's about crafting an experience, a preview of life as they dream it could be in their new home. I'll be the first to admit, I thought this was ridiculous when I first started out as a realtor. I'm not a very emotional person, and I'm also great at using my own imagination to visualize the potential in a space. So I really didn't see the value in staging, but boy, was I wrong. The majority of buyers are not imaginative, and they need help envisioning themselves in a space and the potential it offers. Giving them a visual to focus on, like a plant or a piece of art, keeps them from focusing on the negative details. Staging is the narrative that guides a buyer through your home, with each room telling its part of the story. In the living room, we create a setting for relaxation and social gatherings. A comfy sofa with plush throw pillows, a soft rug underfoot, and a coffee table with a few select books or a simple vase with fresh flowers can suggest a serene Sunday morning scenario. Moving to the dining room, where the tale is one of dinners with friends and family celebrations. A well-set table with elegant, understated place settings, a centerpiece that doesn't overwhelm, and ambient lighting set the scene for memorable meals. Remember to leave plenty of space around the table to move. It should invite guests, not push them away. In the master bedroom, evoke serenity and retreat. Luxurious bedding, a couple of artful placed pillows, and a throw at the end of the bed beckon a restful escape. Nightstands should be decluttered, hosting only a lamp and perhaps a book or a small plant. Remember, this space is personal. It should feel tranquil and intimate, not busy or lived in. Let's not overlook the bathrooms. These should resemble a spa, immaculately clean, with fluffy towels and neat arrangement of hand soaps, and maybe an orchid or a small bamboo for greenery. Clear off all personal items from the counters. You want to sell the dream of a rejuvenating space. space. And for the kids' rooms, keep them tidy and neutral with a touch of whimsy. Potential buyers might not have children, or they might have very different tastes from your own kids. A neat, neutral room with a few playful elements allow for imagination without prescribing a specific lifestyle. Staging is your silent ambassador, whispering to buyers, "This is the home." It's about creating a mood that buyers can't resist, one where they can easily overlay their own lives into the canvas you've provided. Do this right and watch as your showings turn into offers. And speaking of offers, understanding the current market is so important when it comes to pricing and negotiating. I have a seller's guide that I update quarterly with up-to-date info that's crucial to know when you're selling, and it's totally free. So if you want that, just comment, "I want a seller's guide" in the comments below, and I'll send you the link. Tip number 5, sparkle and shine. Tip number 5 is where your home truly shines, both literally and figuratively. This is where we zoom in on the sparkle and detail. It's all about presenting a home that doesn't just look move-in ready, but it feels it, smells it, and embodies it. Cleanliness is universally appealing and a non-negotiable. Every surface from floor to ceiling must be immaculate. This means a deep clean that goes beyond the weekly routine. Hardwood floors should gleam, carpets need to be professionally steamed, and tiles scrubbed until they reflect your hard work. Windows are the eyes of the home. They should be crystal clear to let in every ray of light and offer an unobstructed view of the outside world. In the kitchen, where families will spend much of their time, cleanliness equates to hygiene. Appliances should be polished with no smudges or fingerprints. Inside, they must be spotless and odor-free. Sinks should be scrubbed, faucets shining, and don't forget the details. Even the insides of cabinets and drawers must pass the test of the most discerning buyer. Bathrooms can make or break a sale, so give them extra attention. Grout lines should be mold-free and sealed, fixtures gleaming, and mirrors flawless. Lay out fresh, plush towels, ensure the toilet is pristine, and there's not a hair in sight. Remember, this is where buyers imagine their morning and nightly routines. It should feel like personal sanctuary, not just another room. Move through each room of the house with a critical eye. Dust must be banished, cobwebs swept away, and every nook and cranny should pass the white glove test. If you have pets, ensure any odors are neutralized and pet areas are clean and orderly. It's not just about removing traces of daily life, it's about presenting a canvas ready for a new story. And I love pets, but you'd be surprised how many times a buyer is turned off. And finally, the scent of your home is its invisible welcome mat. Use neutral fresheners to eliminate any odors. Nothing overpowering or overly perfumed. Buyers should walk in and breathe in the scent of new beginnings. Cleanliness is the final essential step in prepping your home for sale. It's the polish on the jewel, the finish on the masterpiece. It's what transforms interest into desire and visitors into homeowners. Now I know when you're living in a home, all of this can be super overwhelming. I give a few tips in this video on how to keep up with things even while you're living at home. So make sure to check that out. And now the golden nugget you've been waiting for, the bonus tip, pricing it right. This isn't just about finding a number that you like. It's about understanding the market, the buyers, and the true value of your home. Pricing your home is a delicate balance. Set it too high and you risk turning away potential buyers. Too low and you leave money on the table. It's about hitting that sweet spot where desirability meets value. Start with a comparative market analysis. What are homes similar to yours selling for in your area? This isn't just about square footage or the number of bedrooms. It's about the condition, upgrades, location, and what the market currently is hungry for. It's important to not just look at the outside, but also the inside pictures and kind of compare what your house is compared to them. Consider the current real estate climate. Is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market? Your strategy shifts depending on this tide. In a seller's market, you might price your home slightly higher, knowing demand outstrips supply. In a buyer's market, you may need to be more competitive to stand out. Timing also plays a critical role. When do homes in your area sell the fastest and at the best prices? Spring might be golden in some regions, while in others, it could be autumn. Aligning your sale with a high demand season can mean a quicker sale and a better price. Let's talk psychology. Pricing just below a round number can work wonders. $299,000 can feel significantly less than $300,000, even though it's just $1,000 different. It's the same tactic retailers use, and it works because our brains are wired to respond to the first number we see. But perhaps the most important part of pricing, flexibility. The market can shift, and so might your timeline or circumstances. Be prepared to adjust your price if feedback and market conditions suggest that it's necessary. Pricing it right is more than a figure. It's an approach that marries data with market savvy, a touch of psychology, and the flexibility to adapt. Nail this, and you won't just list your home, you'll sell it, and for a value that truly reflects its worth. And with that, we wrap up our journey through home selling tips. If you want more tips on pricing your home right, make sure to watch this next. And if you'd like a free seller's guide, free home valuation, or monthly market reports for your neighborhood, Click on the link for my sellers page and sign up for whatever resources that would be helpful to you. If you liked this video and you want more like it, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more insider secrets. Have questions about your home's value? Drop a comment below or reach out. I'm here to help. And if I'm not in your area, jump over to my referral page linked in the description and I'll hook you up with a great professional in your local area.